This coverage is brought to you by Rami Rent.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more disc golf media coverage. We're here today on the fourth stop on the European Pro Tour, the 2022 Estonian Open. We've got the exciting finish, round 3, back 9, MPO lead card coverage. I'm Tony Ferro.
And joining him, Connor Wood. You can feel the tension in the air right now, round 3, back 9 on this lead card. With every throw and every stroke fighting for those podium positions, the front 9 was just a battle. With at one point 3 people tied for the lead. It's anyone's tournament, still up for grabs with 9 crucial holes remaining. We will for sure see some fireworks.
As we check in on this leaderboard, we see Niklas has that 2-stroke lead, but there is a 3-way tie for second right behind him. Not to mention the rest of the top 10 is just a few strokes away. As it's Birdie Fest back 9, let's see what everybody's got in them. Kicking it off with, I believe, the easiest hole on the course. Has come in pretty easy every single day. Hole 10, par 3, 81 meters. Couple gaps to hit off the tee. As we come past there, the fairway will just slightly go left to right.
Very forehand friendly.
Yes. Righties, very forehand friendly, or backhand turnover if you don't got it. But it's dealer's choice, really. Get this one.
As we see now, our leader for the first time since round 1, Niklas Anttila. Beautiful way to set the pace here in the back 9. Sits it right down. Looked routine.
Yeah, that's how you get it started. Let's see if Rasmus can follow the line. Oh yeah, that's looking beautiful. Get 2 skips and we'll be absolutely parked. Sorry, I was just foreshadowing here. That was pretty perfect. Thank you.
We'll see if Henar can find that perfection as well, as he gives just a little baby flex. Oh, it doesn't quite catch the ground play, connecting with the rough on the left side. And he'll be left with a circle 2 putt.
Well, let's see if Lauri can capitalize here. He needs every stroke he can get. Give him some confidence on the back 9. This looks like it's coming in good. Oh, yeah. In the bullseye.
Justice, he's just been throwing so well. Beautiful little flex there. Faded out right underneath. I think if Henar could put this in, we're looking at a star frame.
No pressure, Henar.
But that's a big putt.
14 meters, maybe.
Currently tied with Lauri, who is parked.
Ooh, that had right height all day on it. But he's going to still be out, putting for par.
And today this was only the 3rd easiest hole, statistically, of the round. So, did manage to catch a few less birdies, our field, in round 3 compared to 1 and 2. As we see Henar now for his par.
Good save. Solid putt. Keeping it clean. But we'll be losing a stroke to the rest of the card as we have some absolute tap-ins. Rasmus, Lauri, and Niklas. All in the bullseye.
And that's now Rasmus closing the gap for 3rd place by 2 strokes. We did see, however, Jesse Nieminen on the breakdown that he is also on the chase card, firing through at 20 under at the beginning of this round. But Rasmus is also putting himself in play now.
Now you can't leave out Jesse. We saw them sidearm lines before. If you haven't seen round 2, check it out. We get into hole 11, 120 meter par 3 up the hill. Tunnel shot the entire way. Got 2 groupings of trees that you have to navigate through. Crazy hole. Awesome reward when you hit that gap, though.
Such a pure line, these guys who are connecting clean down the center. We've even seen some baby flexes, as we see Niklas still holding the box. our leader, still by 2 strokes, at least to this lead card.
Yeah, these holes I like. These can be 1 to 2 stroke separators really quick.
And you can see he is battling uphill, needing at least a little bit, if not a lot of understability to fight upwards so far. Niklas doesn't turn it over just enough and fades out left a little bit early. I think he'll have probably an obstructed approach rather than a putt from there.
Yeah, slight obstruction. Most likely just going to lay it up, take the par, move on. But that opens the door. Someone can get the birdie. Ooh,
Rasmus.
I don't think that's going to be Rasmus, though, catching an early tree on the right side, kicking left into the rough.
And this is Lauri now. If he could put himself up there for a putt at birdie, maybe taking a stroke back on Niklas.
Come on, get over. Oh, it got through everything.
That is that pure line which we mentioned. So clean, battling all the way and long even on this big 120-meter uphill. That is a ton of power needed to go past this pin. Henar now also getting a nice soft turnover. Will he get the full flight, though? A bit too high to make it all the way, but he's up there putting. Absolutely, just maybe early circle 2.
Sure did navigate quite a bit through the ceiling there. That was a nice bit of love from Henar's shot. Let's say what Rasmus has got here from the kick. Sidearm Anheuser. Oh, clean as a whistle. Inside the circle, about 7 meters out. Beautiful approach. Nice scramble.
And his game looking very well put together now. Rasmus beginning to heat up. We see Niklas from his lie. He is putting, but from a long ways out with a tough line and stroke to hit. Just floats it over the top a little bit. He'll curl up next to Lauri's disc. They'll have a little putt off for birdie and par respectively.
Yeah, that's just a throw and hope there. But very well executed. Right there for the par.
This is Henar for birdie. Oh,
Ooh.
He's had a couple of chances already in this back nine. These long putts that he's just floating a little bit past on the right side. We'll see if Rasmus can capitalize on his par putt here.
Just timid on that. Didn't have the right timing with the legs and the arms. Leaves it a bit short. Unfortunate. And Lauri now up for a much needed birdie. Get a stroke back on Niklas. And he can capitalize. That's the way. Little right side, but does not matter. He is in for the birdie. Reducing Niklas's lead to only 1 stroke now.
And you mentioned the slightly easier back nine. Niklas asking the cameraman and gallery to clear his line of sight.
Smart move.
Fair. It's an
Pro
important
moves.
putt.
Heck yeah.
Well done by him to do what he needs to do to make sure he puts his putt in. You mentioned the easier back nine slightly compared to the front nine. This hole consistently was the hardest, averaging 3.4 today. This was consistently the hardest hole, just a little standout in the back nine to give you some trouble.
Yeah, I would agree. You can always have a little bit of craziness splattered into a birdie fest, but yeah, this hole is not easy by any means. But the rest of this course in the back nine is another story. As we move into hole 12, par 306 meters. Got this left to right curving fairway. Looks to be an Annie or sidearm shot, but all those trees on the left side are just blocking that line. Gotta get something up in the air and have it flex out late in the flight, come into this fast green, landing nice and soft. Tough little angle to hit.
The best throws we've seen so far are a very overstable disc released on Anheuser. The more flippy, understable turnover flights have had a tougher time navigating the gap. But we do see from Lauri here a big turnover. Doesn't quite catch the fade at the end of the flight towards the basket, but he'll be putting.
Yeah, that's just the understable disc thrown. You're not going to get that late fade at the end. It's just going to do its Anheuser game. You got an outside the circle look, though. You're all the way down there. Niklas, I believe, is looking to do the same exact thing. Just ante it, get down there. That's a big... Yeah,
that was also kind of a flippy disc. You saw he released on a slight hyzer angle and didn't catch any fade at the end.
Yeah, it turned over, and as soon as it got ante, it was not doing anything else but going right.
And we see Henar now. Gives it a ton of height, a little bit too much as he connects with a branch way up there and drops down, loses a little bit of distance.
Yeah, look to have a better angle to flex out at the end, but yeah, like you said, just too high.
But great hole and great design. This gap's quite far off the tee, really demanding a specific amount of flip, fade, height.
Oh.
Rasmus looked to be tracking.
50-50 skip off the tree branch, and he will be in the circle for a birdie still. Maybe a bit of obstruction, but man, that was nice.
And Henar here, now starting the round. Tied at 20 under for second. He has fallen a little bit behind Lauri and Niklas, but great approach by him to put himself right up there for a stress-free tap-in.
No doubt. Niklas...
He's putting.
From the knee, putting.
This would go such a long way.
If he... No. Oh, man, maybe. Jeez.
Fair enough. Gave it a solid bid. I respect it completely.
Definitely closer than I thought it was.
But Lauri with a big putt remaining.
Also, unobstructed. Just right side.
And
Too
you
bad.
do see the wind. The flag was moving a little bit more than earlier today. Oh, very still for Rasmus, though.
There we
Great
go. Nice birdie putt for Rasmus. He's loving it.
Caught a little break. Gets his second birdie of this back nine now. Fantastic stuff. We'll see Niklas and Lauri now approach their par putts. And Niklas with some tricky footing here in this little shrub.
Little obstruction. I don't really think it's too much to worry about. He seems to have a straight look at it. Just has to find his footing. Get himself focused. Maybe it's in his head. Nah.
I think you take all the time. Some of these... I'm sure everyone has had the experience where there's something that's kind of in your way, but not really. Your putt shape would be the same, but something close left, close right, low ceiling. It's more of a mental thing than an actual block of your putting stroke.
That is true. Just make sure your swing is the way you want it and just be comfortable with that. We see Lauri and Niklas tapping in the pars.
And is it just me, or is there some tension on the card?
Oh yeah, it's serious right now. What do we got? 6 to go.
Everyone in the battle for top 3. Exciting stuff.
It's craziness. Let's get to 13. Par 308 meters. Got a soft right to left fade on this fairway, but really backhand righties looking to flip something up really softly. Keep some hyzer angle on it though, that late in the flight it can do a nice baby fade towards the basket, settling down in on this fast right to left sloping green. Tough shot to land by the basket. You can really get it to be there, but it's going to probably skip a little bit and move left.
And you made a great point about how the hyzer angle which you want catches that downslope on the green if you get all the way up there, which can quickly send your disc out hyzering early. We do not see that from Rasmus, who flips it up very straight, even a bit up and over to the right.
Yeah, just flipping up a mid-range seemed to be a bit too much flip up, But that's the miss that you're going to see here is you got to get it flipped up. Otherwise, the left miss is way left when you start heading down the hill. Lauri also up with a mid-range. Yeah, it's looking to have a soft fade. That's the way you want to do it. There you go.
Broke through a ton of gaps there in that tree line. Popped in, popped out. And he's right up there, putting for birdie. Great shot.
Yeah, a little luck, but that's what you need in this game.
And Niklas, I'm not sure if they know how parked Lauri is from the tee. But I'm sure after seeing that, he knows he wants to put this close.
Look at how much hyzer that came out on, and it's perfect.
Oh, that is control, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a flippy disc.
So clean. And Henar now. On a bit of a streak of pars. I think he wants to start snagging some birdies.
Ooh, this is high in the air. Yeah, he's in the trees. I did not see it come down, but we'll have to wait and see what kind of a look he's got from there.
He's had a strong scramble game so far. I think he's had quite a few tough lies off the tee, and he's pretty consistently been avoiding the bogeys, as you see him right there. Roll that one up.
That's the way. Not too far away from the basket, but still had lots of stuff in his way. And he trickles it right under the pin. Rasmus has got to do the same. Just not really much from that right side.
A fair approach, no doubt. We see Lauri for his birdie. About 5 meters.
All right. Got nervous there. He was really taking his time. I always find if you take too much time, you're probably going to screw it up.
You definitely can start to overthink things, but if you need that much time to be focused, I say take it.
That's true too. Everybody's different. Everybody's got their own amount of time they need to get focused.
For some of us, that's 5 seconds. For others, that's 5 minutes. Niklas now putting in a good birdie putt as well to keep his one-stroke lead over Lauri. And Rasmus getting a solid par. A little scramble as well as Henar, who started out tied with Lauri and Niklas, but has been unable to secure a birdie so far in the back 9. He's falling a little bit behind, and Rasmus is right there, as well as Jesse, as we know.
Yeah, there's not much time left. He's got to get something going, and this hole is a toughie.
The U-turn horseshoe.
The U-turn, number 14, par 4, 170 meters. Got this 60 to 70 meter left to right fading tee shot. Get yourself as far right as possible. Skip, roll, whatever you got to do. Set yourself up for this next shot, which is about 80 to 90 meters. Tunnel shot through some trees. You can flex it around, sidearm flip up, however you want to get this done. Really depends on your first shot, how you're going to angle yourself into this green.
And the U-turn shapes are always funny. The best throws have looked like sawed-off hyzers, but that really is all you want, just to get right. And that looks sawed off, so I'm going to assume it's perfect.
Yeah, that's about the nice inside line position, I would say. That's, yeah, prime time.
Could be slightly closer to that tree, but that's all you really need to do to have a good look at birdie there, with probably a straight backhand after that. We'll see Niklas now. Much lower line, might be looking for a little skip around the corner.
Oh, but he does not really get it. We'll have to see if he's got the line on the inside of the trees. Could be a bit cut off.
As we see a completely different approach by Rasmus there, going much higher. tries to swing it around the corner in the second half of the flight, whereas Niklas sort of got it there early. We see Henar now, also forehand hyzer. What height he gives it right in the middle. I think that's the sweet spot.
Yeah, and I think the wind is slamming these things down as well. It just doesn't look like it's getting that left to right carry like it could be.
I would agree.
Nonetheless, these guys are on the fairway. They can see the pin. Henar up first. Little inside, but that's circle 2.
And good stop. That looks like it might fire well past and sat down nicely there.
I agree. Rasmus up now with a backhand. Unorthodox for this gentleman.
And it fades out a little bit on him. He will have a long look to the basket from the edge of that tree line.
Yeah, also just in circle 2, maybe mid circle 2 at the longest.
All right, Lauri now.
Needs
That
this
is
to come out.
Very Anheuser.
Eee.
And that's an overstable finish, but didn't get all the distance. That's still quite a long putt. If Niklas could now put that close,
Really put some pressure on the rest of the card.
he would feel it. And there's that patent pending Anheuser backhand that he is so reliant on, and you see why. He's just got that stance, and that throw is so dialed. He made that look so effortless. And folks, you can give that a go. 100 meters out like that, that is not easy.
That is impressive. Stand still, patent pending, Anheuser park job.
Can Lauri do it? Oh my God.
Get some Lauri. Oh my gosh.
He cleans that up from what, 15, 18 meters?
Stand still. Just straddle. Just bang it. Come on, boy.
As we see, so simple, pure form from the straddle, brings it down, high release, little nose up, spinner. That just was dropping straight down.
You could see how he released that. That was almost a whole basket over the basket where he released that putter at, and that came right in the middle. That was a huge putt.
What a moment, what a time to do it, as we see Henar now. Oh.
No way, that was in.
I thought he had that as well. Just the top chains.
Prodigy basket said nope.
And now, Rasmus with his stepper out of the woods.
Come on now. We haven't seen a stepper yet. Get it. Oh, right on line.
Throws his hands up as well. I think he thought he had it until the very end. I think you're right. Maybe a slight breeze.
Slightly breezy here.
And the woods can definitely sometimes be gusty. Coming and going, all different directions. Cloud of chalk from Niklas there.
Now you can see that's just swirling around.
Good wind read, but that's not going to slip out of his hand. Makes sure to put that in. Beautiful throw to park himself and secure his third birdie of the back nine. 25 under now for Niklas.
Yeah, and then...
I mean, great putt by Lauri to keep up there. That was incredible, but Niklas not giving him many chances to bridge the gap there.
But they are running away with this right now.
For the win. Yeah, he gets it in. Wow. So well deserved. Silva Saarinen on hole 7. Oh my God! What an incredible ace.
Oi, todella kaunis putti Peltoselta.
Hole 15, par 330 meters up the hill. Pretty open fairway from what we've been dealing with. Do have the OB on the left side, these 4 trees in the middle you need to navigate around. Also on the right side you have the trees blocking the backhand righty hyzer to come in. I've seen a lot of rollers on this hole, a lot of Anheuser flex outs over the trees. Just kind of depends on how aggressive you want to be and what shot you can most consistently execute up the hill and around the corner at 130 meters.
The roller definitely having the best chance for the distance, but maybe slightly harder to aim. I think the big Anheuser Flex and the roller have a chance of getting there if you have the distance. We'll see Lauri now throwing first.
Now he's going Annie again. It might be a little too low, though.
If it can pan out a little bit. Oh,
yeah, we're getting the cut roll.
Tricky cut roll. That went all the way over to that OB line. That was a bit scary for a moment.
Yeah, it did. It looked a bit overcooked for that height, I should say, because if it was a little higher, it would have been perfect.
I would agree. Niklas, I don't know what line he's looking at there. I think round 2 he attempted the same thing. Must be trying to just throw a big hyzer on that right gap, but it's definitely not the biggest gap to choose from.
I would totally agree. I think that is the unorthodox play here. We see Rasmus coming with a huge Anheuser. Is it going to stay, though?
That looked great out of the hand. He gave it that height and that full turnover. Faded slightly early, but he's closest of the bunch in putting. We'll see if Henar can get closer than that. I think he's a fan of the roller.
Oh, it sure looks like it.
Or
maybe not.
Maybe not. I saw him shaking that angle in the hand. It looked rollery.
Same. It looked like he was going for full bore, spin it as fast as he can out of his hand. But, okay. Niklas with the approach. Sidearm flexor.
Great throw.
In the bullseye. Awesome execution from that subpar tee shot, we'll call it.
That's fair. I do think he will be taking his par, though.
He shall.
And Henar there putting himself up nicely with a floaty little backhand approach. I think he's about 5-6 meters away. Lauri now. This would be a huge moment to snag a birdie and catch up to Niklas.
Come on. Oh. Oi. Yeah. That was just a rare miss from Lauri there. That was just not his typical putt. Oh,
that looked good as well. Strong side.
Come on. How much more you got to do? No way. At the
wow.
At the most inopportune moment, Lauri has his putter stick to his finger. And he just missed his tap in, and he will be taking a bogey.
As you phrased it in round 2, a birdogey.
The birdogey. That is correct. Ian Anderson.
And Henar now for his par. Lauri drops to 23 under now. Depending on chase card action, that could be the difference between second and third.
I mean, that's 2 strokes with 3 to go. That's not that much. It's not the worst holes to finish off.
And Niklas 7 under for the round now, sitting at 25, 2 strokes above Lauri.
It's going to be tough to catch him.
Putting on a pace.
Well, we got one here. 16, par 3, 120 meters through the woods. This is just a straight tunnel shot the entire way. You're going to flip something up, fairway, distance driver, whatever you can keep on that super straight line and land nice and flat on the ground. Again, hard-packed dirt around the green. Not a lot of grass to speak of. Can get some good flares, good skips. Control, control, control.
And we see the gap now slightly larger as we move to 16. Niklas will be throwing first.
Turn. No. Oy. Oh, we got a good double tap. He's still in the fairway. Yeah, he was still on the grass in the fairway. He should be able to just chip up and down for par from there.
Oh, great result. I thought he had kicked deep in there as we see Rasmus with the correction. A beautiful little flip up. He's been showcasing some great high flip up shots. Was
He
that
did
a
that with
putter?
the mid-range.
Mid-range? It's 120 probably.
Just 120 through the woods with the mid. It's okay.
I love his use of height. He's done that a couple times this round. It's nice to watch.
That was gorgeous. And are
Look
we
at this.
watching the same shot, or is this a different? Is this Rasmus, or is this another person? Because that was.
I think
like,
that was a replay of Rasmus from the
Okay.
catch cam. What a throw.
That's amazing.
We see Henar now just parring his way through this back nine.
Needs something. Come on, flex out. Flex out.
That's a
There
good
you
throw.
go.
Pierces that 120. Lauri now bogeying the last hole. Lost a throw.
Needs to get one here.
Wow,
Keep
flippy.
the pressure on. Needs the hyzer. What a tree. Oh my gosh.
Wow, he was just firing long.
Holy cow, that was going to go way outside the circle long, and he is parked now.
That was a sick line. Released on hyzer, got the full flight, started to fade.
This is for sure one stroke on Niklas. And Niklas is going to make sure that it's only one stroke.
Smart.
But that's one stroke two to go. This is what he needed to get back in track. Oh man, this is on. Heated battle.
We see Henar now approaching his birdie putt. This would give him his first of the back nine. I'm sure he wants it. He's had these circle two chances, hole after hole after hole, and now he has another opportunity to capitalize. Beautiful. Puts that in for birdie. 3 down for the round. He's taking him as they run out.
Oh, he needed that. That's a big confidence boost. He was, I'm sure, feeling a little deflated as everybody's just birdieing around him and he can't get off the par train. Finally gets on the board, back nine.
And there's Lauri taking the birdie. He's now 24 under to Niklas's 25.
Oh, man. I really, honestly, I wish we could have a chase card check-in right now, but we don't get that privilege.
We'll find out soon.
We're going to move to hole 17. Another birdie hole, par 3, downhill 90-meter shot. This is just super straight. Control your landing is the key to this hole. As we come into the green, we see the slope on the green increases, and it's super compact and no grass, like always. Gotta land it early and slide it in, but not too early, because then you got that death putt.
And we have Rasmus up. Looking like he wants a turnover backhand. Hangs it out the left side and gets that slow, soft turn. What a throw.
Man, I was really leaning that Rasmus was like a sidearm guy, but he has been displaying the backhand today.
He's got a complete game.
He sure does. And Henar following his line, catching a tree right next to the basket, and he will be 7 meters out for his birdie.
He's feeling it going now. Got his first birdie. He's hunting his second. We see Lauri, 1 behind Niklas. 2 holes to go.
Yeah, this is the battle right here.
And this one you want. 90 meters straight down the pipe. You can see the basket.
Flip up, sidearm. Oh, he lands it nice. He's in the circle. Edge of circle, maybe.
Looked maybe slightly within, but that's certainly a birdie putt. We'll see Niklas throw now. Has he overturned it?
Oh,
And he
Niklas
doesn't
rolls
quite
it over.
Get out. Wow.
This
All right.
is
Does he give this a
crazy.
bid? There's a drop off behind the
Dude,
elevated
it's hole
basket.
17. He's got to think that Lauri's for sure going to put it in.
But there you go. He says, look, I didn't hit my line. I'm going to take my par. I'm certainly not going to bogey. And at worst, he's tied up with Lauri.
Oh, man, but this isn't a gimme. Lauri's got to focus in on this. Circle's edge, downhill, death putt. No! No!
Oh, he had the opportunity. You can see the frustration out of the man as it was right there. That stroke for him was right there. And he hits a lot of chains, strong side. That is a heartbreaker. As Henar up now for his second birdie of the back nine. I think he's got this. Oh, sorry, Henar. You had some good energy going.
Just never had a chance. Was never high enough. Rasmus will secure the lone birdie on this hole. I did not expect that with these drives. Some beauties. And Lauri will be continuing to trail Niklas coming into the final hole. One stroke back. Still not over. Man, I wish he made that putt, though. That would have been even crazier.
I'm sure he wishes for that as well. Niklas pops in his 3, and Henar as well. We will move on to 18, with Niklas leading the pack by a single stroke. This is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Hole 18. Par 3, 112 meters. Got a big water carry. For these guys, not really that big of a deal. What they're going to be doing is coming into this left to right sloping green, trying to stick that disc and not have it roll away.
It's been a pretty friendly landing hill so far.
It sure has. I think this is your gotta get that birdie to finish it out kind of a thing, and if Niklas puts it close, this could just shut the door.
And I love these beautiful, iconic holes on 18, just over the lake the whole way. That was pretty low by, was that Rasmus?
That was Henar.
That was Henar, who got the par last hole.
All right. This is it. Is he going to try and ace it? That would be my thought.
He has to, right?
He's got to think that Niklas will
try.
birdie. He's got to at least give it a run for an ace.
That looks like a run to me. Does he drop it?
Oh man.
It's so good. It's not an ace, but that's such a good throw.
That was a valiant effort, and it's still pressure on Niklas. He's got to put it close, or else this could be a playoff.
And I think he knows it.
That looks great out the hand. Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably right under.
Is that in? Oh,
jeez! Did they hit the cage?
Oh my god! I think he just.
I thought I heard metal on that.
Well, he bullseyed it at a minimum.
I mean, that pretty much wraps it up for it here.
Niklas just stone cold.
Rasmus in for the beautiful birdie to finish out 5 down for the round. 21 under par total. Great round from this guy.
And a fun player to watch on the card. Really does have all the tools he needs. And we see Henar now approaching his birdie putt to put himself one stroke over Rasmus at 22
right.
under.
He needs this to secure his lone spot over Rasmus. Well, I shouldn't say that. I have no idea what the chase card and below has done.
Fair point, but his putting has left a few strokes, if we're being honest, in round 3 on the course. Great job by him. Puts that in. A bit of redemption for his round there to make sure he gets that very last hole.
That's right. And we should have a star frame finish, as our lead card should do on this finishing hole. Lauri, unfortunately, sure he's feeling that hole 17 putt right now, just wishing he...
And you see Niklas pointing at his disc.
Something happened?
I think did he kick it?
He may have bumped it with his foot. Slid down. Yeah.
Good sportsmanship by, I believe, Lauri to walk in there and just place it back at his foot.
Yeah, it's not a penalty. It's just a warning, let's say.
Come on, congratulations to this man right here who really earned it. He was behind in round 1, round 2. He clawed every hole on his way back up. Just fantastic consistency. Great sportsmanship here. Congratulations to Niklas Anttila, your Estonian Open 2022 champion. Well earned.
Niklas Anttila, the winner of Estonian Open 2022, the 4th European Pro Tour stop of the season. This was a hard battle all weekend. tell us a little bit. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little bit off all weekend, but it was enough to win, and I think I shot 8 down on the final day. I didn't think that was going to be enough to win, but I'm here, so I'm happy.
And during the round, we noticed that someone from the chase card was actually tied for the first place at some point. Were you aware of this, or did you just play your own game?
No, I think maybe yes, it might be, but I'm not sure. Didn't know that.
I think it was one of the Henar brothers. Okay. But it doesn't matter, you were the winner.
Didn't know.
And will you be at the Turku Open as well?
No, I will go into US after we finish Nationals next week, so it's going to be my last European Pro Tour this season.
Well, let's see if you get enough points to make first place.
Yeah, we'll see.
Thank you very much, and congratulations once again.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Once again, congratulations to Niklas Anttila. Solid play the entire weekend, chasing down Lauri. They had a battle the entire time. So we once again take a look at the scores. We have 26 down for Niklas, 25 down for Lauri. Henar coming in at 22 down, getting that last birdie to finish. And Rasmus just behind him at minus 21.
But as we check in with the overall standings through 18, we do see Niklas and Lauri retain spots 1 and 2. But look at that, 12 under through 18. Mikael Hamme steals third spot cleanly at 23 under. Tied for fourth, we see Øyvind Jarens, Juna Heinonen, and Henar at 22 under. What a tight battle. The chase card's coming in hot.
And not to give any doubt to Bodan Bilak also with the 10 down round. He was further down in the top 10 standings, but congratulations to you. Double digits is always awesome shooting.
And Niklas and Lauri snagging top 2 spots to our standings. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.
Take care, boys and ladies.